Welcome to the historic Eskridge Hotel. Once a comfortable rest stop for travelers along the Santa Fe Railroad, now a famous spot for guests of a different kind. Wynnewood, Oklahoma, now a quiet small town, was once a flourishing stop along the Santa Fe Railroad. Settled in 1886 by John Wallner, who started the settlement by opening a store and post office, initially named the town Wallner, after himself. It wasn't until the railroad found its way through this quaint location that the town name changed to Wynnewood, given by the railroadmen themselves. As business flourished in Wynnewood, it caught the attention of traveling salesman Pinckney Reed Eskridge. Eskridge, like many of the other traveling salesmen known as drummers, complained that the hotels they visited were uncomfortable and not suiting. So with the fortune he had made in the cotton industry, Eskridge would build a hotel that would cater to his needs and provide a warm home-like atmosphere. In 1907, Eskridge chose the town of Wynnewood to build the hotel. As with all things, time took its toll on this historic site. No longer a hotel, the Eskridge transformed into a museum in 1973. Some original artifacts have been removed, but many remain inside and unchanged, including some of the hotel's past guests. According to legend, the Eskridge is one of the more haunted places in the state of Oklahoma.
We are what you call paranormal investigators. We basically get called by people when they believe that there's a haunting in their house or business, and we go in there with our equipment and basically try to gather evidence to see if there's any cause or if there is actually a haunting going on in the house. There's several different types of equipment that we use. Your basic things are basically your audio recorders, digital audio recorders, to try to capture any EVPs, which stands for electronic voice phenomenon, and basically it's any kind of sounds or voices that you may not hear with the human ear that actually get picked up on recorder. We use digital still cameras.
We use video cameras. We use EMF detectors to measure a change in the electromagnetic field. It's believed that if a spirit is trying to manifest in some way in that location, that there will be a change in the EMF reading in that location.
We had gone to this location several times, and we had always picked up, we had gotten several EVPs from this location. It was an old hotel, and there was several rooms involved, and one of the rooms was like a little doctor's room, right? Mm-hmm. And as we were in the doctor's room, you had said, well, didn't you? You had said something.
Well, in this room, there were some doctor bags from years and
mm-hmm.
Back when the hotel was built, and they were just sitting there, and we were opening these doctor bags up, looking inside, and the room was very quiet. I was standing next to JT, and I had my audio recorder on, and neither of us heard this audibly. Sometimes you will hear an EVP audibly and catch it on tape. We didn't hear this. We were talking back and forth about, well, what was in the bag, and we came back and reviewed the evidence, listened to the EVP, to the audio files. We heard very clearly a woman's voice just had to be right there next to me that said, "The doctor's here," just very clearly.
Like with an accent.
Like asking, where's the doctor? The doctor's here.
There's something minor, but it needs to be a chair on the chair.
It says who here?
And I kind of get the idea of like a stroke or
It really is, it's a creepy place. It really is. I mean, it's something that you can almost pick up on the energy when you walk into the door. And you don't find a lot of places like that. And so we actually we've been there several times. I mean, we kind of,
It's our favorite.
Yeah, basically.
Favorite place to go.
But that's a very unique place. And it's something that if you're new at paranormal investigating, that's a good place to start off. Another thing too that we saw a lot over there is shadow people. And basically shadow people is basically what it sounds like. It's just, you see a shadow, from across the room, and it's just clear as day. It's there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And we had a lot of experiences with shadow people, and there was also a little chapel in there that seemed to be very active as well.
Now, going into that chapel, speaking of the chapel, going into the chapel in that building, another audio recording I picked up was as I walked in the door, I heard just very clearly, again, I heard "sit." And, I didn't hear it audibly, picked it up on my audio recorder, and then after that just heard kind of a groan. It was like "sit," and then, just kind of a groan.
It's amazing how you can go in some of these places and some of these areas, and before you even get anything, on your equipment or something, sometimes it's just like a dead, the air is like just dead, and you can sense something is going on. And 9 out of 10 times when you feel that, there's usually something there, But like I said, we like to, rely on our equipment and the scientific methods more than anything else. But we've had some pretty good experiences there. It's like I said, it's definitely, I think, our favorite place that we've ever investigated on before. So.
While the dead wander the hallways of the Eskridge Hotel, they have nothing but time on their hands as they patiently wait for you to visit them.